Hi guys, welcome to a first of a series of something different. This is going to be documenting my motorcycle restoration build project that I've been meaning to do for a while. I have made a start on a few bits today. I want to share with you guys what I'm doing today, what my plans are. Also, I've got some questions already for those of you who might be able to help me with what I'm doing. So I'm basically going to be building a Honda NC30 motorcycle. It's a sports bike, 400cc bike, and it's a sort of a classic now. I've always liked it. A lot of people do like the sort of old school retro sort of bike style look. I'll put a picture in the video as well, just for those of you who don't know what it is, give you an idea what it looks like. So the the plan originally was to build this bike from parts, from a frame. I purchased a frame with a logbook, and the plan was to get an engine, rebuild the engine, get the forks and suspension and everything, you know, and just build it literally as a project I wanted to give myself and as part of my hobby. So I slightly changed my idea. This is my neighbors. Slightly changed my idea plan a little bit, because the parts, if anybody knows, the parts are not easy to get for this, and it's becoming very, very expensive to sort of locate all the parts. So I managed to get a sort of rolling bike, a frame with an engine, front, rear wheels, forks, suspension, a couple of other bits as well, wiring harness, carburetors and all that stuff. So that's actually supposed to be coming tomorrow. I'm hoping it arrives tomorrow, but I had already purchased some parts before that, so I already got a frame. So I'm not sure what frame I'm going to use yet. I've stripped that down of everything. I've also got swing arm with a wheel, brake discs, suspension, all that stuff already, which I'd already purchased. So today I've been working on stripping down the swing arm, because I'll probably use this swing arm. So because it's already off, I'm probably just going to strip it down and start working on it, and then put it back together, and that will be the swing arm that I use on the bike. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing at the moment. I've already started taking it apart, mostly apart now, and I'll explain what my plans are for this. All right guys, so this is where I am. Doesn't look like much is happening, but it's quite a bit. So what I've got here is I've got a rear wheel. This is the rear wheel. This rear wheel came on the swing arm. So I don't know whether I'll use this rear wheel or I'll use the rear wheel coming on the bike. I'll have to establish which is the best out of the two. You can see this bike wheel. You can see paint chipping here and then and all that. So these will eventually, whichever one I use, is going to get stripped right back, and then they will get powder coated. So based on the colors that I'm going for, they're probably going to end up being white. So I'll probably end up getting these professionally done. The front and rear wheels, I'll send them off, and new tires and all that stuff. So that's that. So this is the swing arm assembly. Actually, I'll quickly show you guys what the bike's supposed to look like. So this is, you can see this one here has got black, well, this is an RBS, but this one's got black wheels. This is probably what I'm going to be going for as far as the color combination and the look. So they're going to be white wheels like this. That's the plan. So the swing arm is this part at the back here. You can't really see it very well on here, but it connects to the main frame, and then the wheel is connected to it. So this has got a unique design in that it's single-sided, so you get to see the full wheel on this side, which is quite a cool feature. So this is the main part of the swing arm here. I've pretty much stripped it. I mean, you can see all the old crud and oil and dirt and grit that's in this. Some bearings in here. I've pretty much taken this completely apart just to this part. The only part I haven't taken out is the bearings in here. Now it makes sense that I change these bearings. I have no idea how to get these bearings out. So that's my first question to anybody who can help me, is how do I get these out? Do I just knock them out from inside, or put a pole through, maybe knock them out, or do I need a special tool? I don't want to damage anything. So I'm going to leave it here for now. I am going to give this a good clean, which is what I'm going to do next. It's got a lot of grit, and yeah, I really want to make these really spanking, so that's the plan with that. So I've taken quite a few bits out of it. This is the hub. It's a chain guard which I've taken out. This is the hub which I've taken out. Again, I've got to inspect all this stuff. Everything's going to be sort of cleaned up, buffed up and stuff. Any painted parts like this black part is going to be all repainted. I've got to get a new bolt. I think you had to put a new bolt on when you take that off. This is a rear suspension. Don't worry about that bit yet. This is a part that I took out from the hub. This is the last piece that I just took out from here. You can see there's so much dirt and so many stones and grit in there. So this is going to be cleaned up. This also has bearings in it as well. So I'll probably change all these parts. So I've just been sort of taking stuff out. This is the caliper bracket, which I just took off. Also got the old brake disc. I'm just going to replace these brake discs, might as well. Here's the sprocket. So all these things are going to be polished up, cleaned up. So what I'm going to be doing today, a little bit of, is just cleaning. I'm just going to start cleaning some of these parts up and just see what they turn up like with just a good clean and sort of degrease. And then it's going to be starting to polish up, paint up parts, and then eventually I'll put this whole hub back together, and this will be one part that will just go into the frame once I get to that point. So all these parts here, these hangers, they're all going to be cleaned up. All these bolts will be polished up. Some of them might need nickel plating. I plan to do this very, very thoroughly. Every washer, every bolt is going to be, you know, fully cleaned up or painted or whatever before it goes back on. All right, so guys, yeah, I'm going to take this out now. I'm going to start cleaning this up and see how I get on. All right, guys, we're ready to go. So first I'm going to be using some of this engine degreasant. It's supposed to be a foam type. So I've got a couple of different ones, but I'm going to start with this one and give everything a good spray. Leave it for about 5-10 minutes, and then I'll rinse it all off. It's really, really windy today. It's been about 5 minutes. I'm going to give it another spray just to make this stuff easy as possible to get off. Alright, so that's the first go. Can't say I'm very impressed with that, with that cleaner. Looks like I'm gonna have to go manually. Got some soapy water and a brush. And looks like I'm gonna have to do the hard work. So this is just a plastic brush. You can see that there's a lot of grease in this. There's a lot of grease inside the hubs.
There's a lot of grease in this. I think I'm gonna have to do a first clean and then put the degreaser again. It's actually just better using this cloth to get the first gunky grease off, and then I will spray them all again, let them soak again. Okay guys, so this is how it's come out so far. Much better than it was. There was a lot of rust inside between the grooves, which you can see I've cleaned out. And this side as well. I've got a Dremel with a polishing, small little polishing pad. I just tested a little area here and that's done that in a few seconds. So I'm going to try doing some of this with this polishing pad. And that is 1 part of 1,000. It's come out good. Well, we've got sort of scratches and stuff. So this one's going to get rubbed down later on. Some sandpaper, and I'm going to respray it in black. It's like a satin black. So I'm going to respray this. So this is where the wheel connects to. So we have surface rust here. These go inside the wheels and lock the wheel in place. So they sort of work like your wheel nuts would work in a sense, because there's only one nut in the middle. So they sort of grab onto the wheel and then you tighten it up. So a lot of surface rust here. I've cleaned it all off, all around here. Obviously I'm not going to touch here, but I want to clean the spindles out as well, especially these ones. I'm happy with that. It's looking good. This one's ready to go. Hi guys, so I'm done for today. That was an interesting first day. Yeah, it was just a really quiet, relaxing, cleaning parts day. Very therapeutic. So yeah, I enjoyed that actually. Just starting it. I really just wanted to start it today. I was excited about starting. Really excited that I did. Happy that I did. I want to show you guys what I managed to do today. Yeah, I think that definitely the parts are coming up how I'd like them to be. One thing I know I do need to do is to get a bench polisher, because you saw me using my drill. That's all I have at the moment. So it just takes a lot longer. It's a lot more difficult. But I'm going to order one of those tonight. It's been on my mind. But yeah, I'm going to show you guys what I did do. Alright, so the main side arm, I just literally just give it a really rough clean. You can see how much oil and grease was in that. So this just got that one clean that you saw. I never got back to it because I was focusing on all those small parts. So I want to really take my time with this. So this one is for another day. What I did do is a couple of smaller parts, which I'll show you now. So this is the main bits that I managed to do, which came out fairly decent. This was the sprocket that I done. Was one of the first things I done. I've cleaned it up. Again, when I get a bench polish, I might give it a final polish again. I also sorted out this part of the hub here as well. You can see the bearings in there. So these, I'm going to change all the bearings, and then all these bearing seals, these rubber seals, I'm going to change them. So, you know, I'll come back to this and I'll grease it all up when I'm ready to put it back together. There's another part of the hub here which cleaned up really well. It's just unfortunate it's got some scratches and stuff on this side, and these are parts that you're going to see. I think you're going to see this. I'm going to double check. If you're not going to see this, then I won't bother painting it, but I think you actually see this part. So there's that. This main part of the hub came out really well. There's a lot of surface rust on it. I also cleaned all the spindles up, all the threads. I need to change this nuts, because once you take it off, you're supposed to put a new one on, so I'm going to order that tonight. And that's here. So there's a little bit of surface rust inside here. I need to get a wire wheel that can go inside and clean it out with the drill, so I'll get that and I'll clean that out. But otherwise, this has come out really good. And then, this is what probably took me most of the time, was all these bolts. I mean, you guys probably remember what they looked like before. All these bits were rusty. I've cleaned them all up. You know, these plates, all these bolts were all really rusty. Cleaned them all up. As you can see, all these nuts and bolts and stuff. These are the other bearing seals for this part of the hub. So once I change the bearings, I'll change the seals as well. And I also did all these parts here as well. So you can see I've wire brushed all these parts here. I've got some new pins as well, so I'm going to replace everywhere where the pins are. When I'm putting these bolts back, I'll put new pins in. But yeah, all these parts here, they've come out quite decent.
So everyone, thank you for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed the first episode of this series. As I said, something different on the channel, but it is all under the banner of restore and restoration. So I shall be back soon with another video. I hope the bike should arrive tomorrow. I actually got a text from the courier today saying that it should arrive tomorrow afternoon. So when it does arrive, I'll try and do a video of the arrival, and I'll give the bike a once over so we can just have a look at it and see what parts it comes with and what parts it doesn't. I'm buying the bike blind, haven't seen it, so I don't know what to expect, to be honest, but we shall see tomorrow. So guys, hope you guys enjoyed these videos. Let me know what you think of the progress so far. Obviously, if you've got any tips and help and ideas, especially if you biker heads out there, please let me know in the comment section, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Take care.